All right, here we are, Impact and Influence Radio, right here on Opera, and today's broadcast is brought to you by Blinds of Sacramento, Sacramento's complete solution window covering experts. Give them a call, 916-790-8689, or blindsofsacramento.com. Now, today, we've got Dan Mathews, a local painter and artist, and the founder of danmatthewsart.com. So we're going to be talking a little bit about what he's doing. And he's a referral from Brian Bearden. Brian, so how do you know Brian?
Oh, well, I painted all the walls in Brian's new spot. He immediately claimed me as a friend, whether I said yes or no. He literally was on the phone going, "Don't leave. We're gonna be buddies forever."
No, that's just the way he is.
Yeah.
That's the energy that he is.
Hands-on guy.
Yeah, and Brian was a referral from John. Do you know John Poindexter?
No, educate me.
Yeah, so John, he owns Growth Toolbox, and very, very interesting guy. He comes in here. I'm not quite sure what he's doing. We talk for 20 to, 40 minutes. And I was like, dude, you've got to be a part of what we're doing. Mm-hmm. I absolutely. And we've introduced him to a half or so dozen people, and he's just been phenomenal. And then he introduced me to Brian, and then Brian to you. And you can see the power of connecting. It's really amazing.
The je ne sais quoi, it passes along amongst the really cool people. I agree.
So talk to me about who is Dan Mathews.
All right, cool. Well, I've been out here for approximately 25 years. I'm from Georgia, even though I don't talk like it. Mm-hmm. Been in the decorative industry for a long time. When I came out here, I immediately had a baby, and so I needed a business. And I went next door to a wealthy neighborhood that will remain nameless, and I had a little poster that I made on my printer. And lo and behold, 26 years later, still standing, painting walls and cabinets, but now I've carved out a niche of art and murals around town, and that's why we're here.
Now, we're out in Georgia.
North of Atlanta, Dunwoody, up in the Doraville area.
How far is that from Snellville?
Oh, Snellville. Oh, wow. I'd have to throw a couple rocks. Probably about 40 minutes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did a movie out there. In fact, we shot our first. Well, no, that was South Carolina. We shot the Stalker movie out there with Troy Froman and Jimmy Ace Lewis, Chad Ayers. And God, when was that? That would have been around September, October.
Yeah, it's been fascinating to watch.
2021.
Yeah. It's been fascinating to watch companies like Marvel move out down into Macon, and the studios came up so fast, and they are so lucrative.
Yeah. Well, I think Tyler Perry's out there now, right?
Mm-hmm. Tyler Perry, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's got a whole damn expressway named after him now. So he goes, you made it when you get off at the Tyler Perry Expressway. Okay.
Life goals.
Right. Now, tell me a little bit deeper what it is that you do, because I see you brought some paintings here as well.
Yeah. I didn't know what kind of visual aids might be necessary. And I got a bunch of stuff here with me if I ever come across someone who works with a marketing group or something like that. But I really do a little bit of everything. I create spaces for Christmas for Santa to be shot with the kids at Christmas. I created a wooden archway out of driftwood last week. Don't know where it's going to take me next. Last year I did a gymnasium. The guy wanted the interior of his gym to look like the King Stadium. So, it's really just a matter of what inspires my clientele and what I can bring to life.
That is really, really interesting, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That is super cool. My brain is just like all over the place, because one of the things I've always wanted to do is open a car gallery.
Ooh.
And I'm a car guy. We go to Car Week and Ferrari Challenge, all that stuff. And so I want to open a car gallery and just have my car collection sitting there and then have it all painted.
Well, yeah. Well, I work with a local company called Naked Foam. Mm-hmm. And let's say you wanted all of those emblems, the symbology behind all of those car dealers. I could have it made in a 3-dimensional, backlit, mind-blowing, professional way. He cuts the pieces and I make them look perfect. So things like that. Gets my juices flowing.
Cool. That's so cool. All right, show me what you got. What did you bring with you today?
Oh, like I said, I just moved into a new apartment, so I was looking through my collection. I have about 60, 70 pieces in my studio that are either framed or partially done, mostly done. And this is just a couple small pieces. I have just a basic waterfall landscape, oil mixed media, 1824. And I have a little sister piece to it. I would call this a California landscape. Both of them are just decorative pieces. I see things and I admire them, and then I go home and I make them mine.
What does a piece like that run?
Well, these are actually custom Italian frames. I got them from one of the distributors that I worked with. Mm-hmm. The frames alone should be $400. Mm-hmm. But I really don't price my art to sell retail.
Let's say I wanted to buy that piece from you, because
$120, I'd give it to you. Friend price. Get it off my rack, and so I can buy some more canvas and make some more.
Or I get you a nice spot in the magazine for a while.
Yeah, well, exchanges are good.
That's a nice piece, dude. Let me see this. Let me see. I might actually take this off of your hands, dude. Let me grab this. I'm going to steal this from you.
Yeah, like I said, the custom Italian frame really does not hurt.
It's just beautiful, dude.
Yeah, I took this to a show that I did in the Mendocino woodlands. And it didn't sell. So I was like, you can come back and live with me. That's fine. And then he went onto the rack and disappeared for a year and a half.
Well, we're going to talk about this once we get out of here. No, seriously, that's bitching.
Well, once you get art in front of people, it becomes much, much more tempting than the idea of
it. The other thing is it has to resonate with somebody. It has to fit the other space. It has to fit the other art. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of moving parts, even though it's just a bunch of stuff on a canvas. But see that if you look at my home, you'd be like, I know exactly where that's going. Yeah. That's so cool, dude. That's really cool.
Yeah.
All right, so why are you so passionate about this? I'm an artist because I create, right? Mm-hmm. I create radio shows. I help people create their businesses. I do their branding. I write and produce music. I produce movies. I write books. I'm an artist. Mm-hmm. But it's a different kind. You're seeing something different than I'm seeing.
Yeah, well, the way that I phrase it is like this. When I graduated University of Georgia, I had to create an artist statement. And not only do I consider musicians, any artist really, as historians, but really it's more of a visceral feeling of something inside of you that travels all the way down your arms to the tips of your fingers. And when you become an artist, when that transcends that connection and leaves your body. So maybe I would phrase it like this too. It's something you couldn't not do.
Yeah.
And so that's the definition of art. That's passion.
Do you get emotional over art when you see something or you hear something? Do you get emotional where you like tear up and you have trouble breathing and so forth?
Why else would we do it? Why else? That's 100% it.
The other night it was like 2:00 in the morning and I'm talking with ChatGPT, which is another form of art in my opinion. I think it's brilliant. And so Gemini is slightly better in some areas. ChatGPT is slightly better in other areas. And so I'm sitting there and I'm talking about, I don't remember even where I was going, but it got me into the conversation of music and where I'm taking all of my stuff and how I think the conversation was going towards getting back on stage, rehearsing, turning the headphones up, and I was talking about how I'm going deaf even further in debt, but turning the music up and I'm playing some of these notes and I'll hit like this perfect note and it just takes the breath out of me and I get teary-eyed and so forth. And I mentioned the last time I felt that way was when I saw Francesca Battistelli live. Ooh, and so jealous. I put on the song Holy Spirit, which I'm not a very religious person, but I'm a spiritual person. But I put on Holy Spirit from Francesca Battistelli. I listened to about the first 25 seconds. She's only saying 4 notes. She hasn't said anything. And I'm already like tears and I'm having trouble breathing and I'm choked up and I'm having that like, kind of moment where like, don't talk to me.
I'm not crying.
Yeah, exactly.
You're crying.
Yeah. And that is, I think, the power and the beauty of art.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I couldn't agree more. I was actually supposed to be a musician, graduated high school. I was playing the saxophone, a bunch of other stuff. And my band director worked really, really hard to get me a scholarship, University of Chicago, to go and be in their symphonic band. And then I went one day to an art gallery and I sat down cross-legged in front of a bronze sculpture of a gymnast, a young girl gymnast doing like some backbend thing that seemed impossible. The balance was insane. I just sat down cross-legged and like you said, it's like that kind of tear that comes out when you yawn too hard.
It was the tear that I got when the second Top Gun movie came out.
Ooh.
And then they had the planes coming in and the orange silhouette and I just started crying because it was the first movie I saw as a kid in the movie theater was the first Top Gun. And here I am now pushing 40 and going, oh my God, here I am.
How does Jennifer Connelly not age? Oh my God. Don't get me started.
So, yeah, right. So, yeah, no, seriously. So historically, kind of what's your story with the art? You saw this bronze sculpture and then you were like, I have to do this?
Yeah, I dropped everything, killed my scholarship, went to University of Valdosta for 2 years because that's where I could still get honors credits. And then I hopped around universities and graduated UGA with sculpture. And then I kind of faded into mediocrity, not having a constant barrage of things being due and peer reviews. I got into the decorative industry and I worked with an importer for a while. And then, like I said, then suddenly there was a baby and boom, everything changed there. So I've been blessed to still be able to explore these artistic venues.
That's where I'm at too.
Adult.
I'm 44 and I'm still able to I'm still able to go play Satriani and actually do that and not live in a shed.
Yeah, you're paying the homage, man. Yeah, we are blessed. It's not to be taken for granted.
No,
not for a second.
No, not with bankruptcy and two homelessness moments.
That's rock and roll, bro.
That's rock and roll. That's just the way it is, man. Yeah, There was a time in my career when I just wore ripped jeans and a pair of old dirty Converse and a backwards hat, rode my Harley everywhere.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's the lifestyle. And those of us that are looking at you from the other side of the mirror, you were as cool as we thought you were, I hope.
I was never. I'm still not cool. I've never been cool.
Yeah, let's just agree to disagree on that one.
Right. Types of projects. So, what types of projects are you currently working on? What types of projects are you looking for?
Well, my best moneymaker is the kitchen cabinet remake. They normally about $2,500 pop, and I'll come in and just instead of replacing all those doors and having somebody come and spray them, make them look like garbage. And I do the old school thing, and then I make them perfect. And then a year later, when the children have scarfed them, and I come back and fix them, make them nice. That's been primo number one.
Are you painting like art on them, or are you just painting?
This is just cabinets, doing it old fashioned way. And I kind of want to transition away from that. Now I've got a couple building size murals. And I've got the insurance that goes with it, and I want to be on building fronts. I'll paint the power boxes in your parking lots.
Okay, so one of our clients, do you know who Gigi Rayford is?
I've heard that name.
Gigi Rayford is the I want to give you the actual name of their organization. So give me just a minute. Give me a minute.
This one's for free, folks.
Right, hold on. Further back. Come on, where are you?
And it's really not
there
some.
It is.
Yeah, okay.
The executive director for the Citrus Heights Art. CitrusHeightsArts.org.
Interesting.
And so what they do is they're the ones who commission all of the murals, and they want murals all over Citrus Heights. So I will get you in contact with Gigi.
Absolutely.
And that is why we're doing this.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, I would jump my ship and jump onto someone who's already established doing murals and become the limitless right hand.
I think what they're doing, though, is they're the people that are commissioning with the city, and then they're bringing the artists in, the people like yourself, to do that art.
Yeah, the Sacramento Arts Commission also publishes monthly. You can apply for grants and stuff like that. It's just, without business savvy and the acumen which a person like yourself has, the rest of out there, we have limited discipline, man, and we just keep treading the water. And these opportunities are there.
Just have to. I say you either show up or you get Jack.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
True.
Just be there. What types of clients are you looking for?
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So basically, my best opportunities have come from other professionals. A real estate agent gets me a referral, and of course, I kick them back at least 20% of my labor cost. And then, I'll make money with their stager, and I'll make their stager money. And then their client moves in, and they have a law office, and so now I'm decorating the walls of the law office. To me, one thing leads to the other. So any profession can be synergy with me. Anything. I can make anybody better. It doesn't matter what you're doing. And if I can't do it myself, then I probably have the resource that I can send you to, or at least brainstorm you on your way.
That picture is just really. I just keep thinking about it. I'm like, man, this is going to be so cool. And that's what art is. And see, and I think that what people forget with marketing is, had you not brought that piece, then we wouldn't, that conversation wouldn't be happening. But the other side of it is every single time when I get up in the morning and I look at that piece, I'll be thinking about you in this conversation and connecting you with people. And that's,
the visceral ties, that is my wheelhouse, my friend, right there.
It's incredible. It's incredible. Dan Mathews Art, DanMatheusUS. W. Why do I keep saying you? Man, I'm brain farting today.
We're in the U.S.
Right? Dan, MatheWS art.com, 916-868-9696, 916-868-9696. Anything you want to add before we get out of here, man?
Oh, appelez-moi, s'il vous plaît. I think that there's a difference between a contractor that comes into your home, and then there's the person who actually attaches to you, and they want to see the dreams come true, and they make the experience fun, and that is the Dan difference. So I'll close with that, and there's a million stories I could go on with, but
I love it, dude.
Yeah.
916-868
9696.
9696, 916-868-9696. Man, my brain is just fried. I think it's because I worked all weekend, and I probably got 10 hours of sleep this whole weekend because I was working on this black card thing. People don't realize that it's like, 40 hours of labor to even process and build all this stuff. DanMathewsArt.com. Hey, I want to thank you for being here. And I want to thank Brian Bearden as well for making that introduction. And absolutely. And we're going to have a further conversation once we wrap up. And again, thank you so much, man.
Oh, it's such a pleasure. Hopefully I'll see you again.
Oh, you will. And thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.